Jackie.
Hi everyone, this is Coach Pearl, and today we're gonna discuss something that is very important in our lives, and it's because what we're gonna talk about is about your finances. People I know are really working so hard for them to earn money, and after they got that money, where do they put that in the bank? Did you know that we have this what we call inflation rate? The value of your money decreases because of the inflation rate. In Africa, we have 8.45% of inflation rate every year. Usually, banks could offer you like 1% interest for just saving it in the bank. Your money might go up by 1%, but it goes down by 8.45%. It means is savings good or bad? Definitely, you would say it's already bad. Don't let your savings be just savings. And right now, I want to share to you 4 types of people, how they earn. Now, we have what we call E, S, B, and I quadrants. E for employment, S for self-employment, B for business, and I for investment. E or employed, these are the people who has work, who has a boss, and they are the ones who gets salary. S for self-employment, who is having their own business and they are the employees of their own businesses. And then B for business, how can we consider someone is doing business if he is not visible in their stores but they still earn? Like for example, the owner of the big restaurant franchises, owner of building big corporations, they're not there physically but they are still earning. And I for investment, these are the people who just puts their money and then it grows for them. So these are the 4 types of people, how they earn in the economy. And did you know that 95% of the people, they choose employment and self-employment? Only 5% goes to the business and investment quadrant. Why? Because most of us, like when I was young, what I know is, Pearl, you really have to study hard, graduate the college, get the diploma, and then you get a great job. They go to the 95% of the population, while the 5% are this who does business. And right now, did you know in the world today, 5% of the world's wealth goes to the 95% of the people who does employment and self-employment. The 95% of the world's wealth goes to the 5% of the population in which they're doing business and investment. Now let me ask you, where do you want to be? Here on the 95% or the 5%? Of course, you want to be at the 5%. Which they do business and investment. Now let me ask you, are you working right now and you're asking yourself, why is this happening? That problem still arises over and over again. And when will you get your financial freedom? Financial freedom is through having a business. Let me share to you my next topic. This topic is really interesting because I will answer why rich gets richer and poor gets poorer. So there are 2 types of people, how they earn their money. One is the law of singleness and the other one is the law of leverage. Singleness, it means you are the only one who's working for your goals. One example of that one is employment. They have to work every day for them to earn. If they don't work, they won't have income. What if they got sick? Will they still earn? No. And they're the ones who works for money. Another law of singleness is what we call self-employment. These are the doctors, lawyers, high-paying jobs, and small business owners. Why are they considered as the law of singleness? Because they are the ones who earn for the money. For example, if a doctor goes on a vacation for a month, he doesn't have any clients or patients at all, the question is, will that doctor still earn? Of course not. And it's because he is relying into his one source of income in which the 100% of his effort, and that's the law of singleness. So this is the second way how people earn is through the law of leverage. And this is the secret why rich gets richer. And leverage means you multiply yourself. When I was 19 years old, I've attended this convention wherein a lot of billionaires and millionaires from all over the world went in that convention, and I went there and they have taught the same thing. And it's the law of leverage. That's the secret of the rich. Just like one example, the richest man in Africa is Aliko Dangote. Aliko is only one, but he leverages himself through his businesses. So Aliko Dangote owns the Dangote Sugar Company. He also owns the National Salt Company, Dangote Flour Mills, Dangote Cements, and many more businesses, in which right now I can say that he's only one, but he has leveraged himself to 11,000 employees who will work 8 hours a day. So he has 88,000 hours a day. So when it comes to law of singleness or employment, what if you did not leverage yourself for the rest of your life? Did you know that if you work 8 hours a day, that's 5 days in a week, that's 50 weeks for a year, and you work for 40 years, you will have 80,000 hours for 40 years. Now let's compare this to the law of leverage and the law of singleness. So if Aliko has 88,000 hours in a day, and you work for 40 years, that's 80,000 hours. So it means your working life is only equivalent to 1 whole day of Aliko Dangote, because he knows the law of leverage. Now I will ask you, what do you want to do? Law of singleness or law of leverage? Of course, you want to do the leverage. So that's what we call the working smart and working hard. I know you have opened your mind right now and you are ready to leverage. So right now, I know that you have learned so much already, but I want to share to you this next topic that I have. Did you know that there is what we call the financial statement of the poor and financial statement of the rich? Where are you right now? And let's first identify this four. We have this income. It means that's the money that goes into you. And then expense, it's your expenses, money that goes out. And then we have this assets. Assets are the money-making machines. And liabilities, these are the things that your money goes into that does not generate money. You are on the financial statement of the poor if you just focus on having a big income and not building assets. Because a lot of people right now, they're really working hard because they know that once they get the promotion, they'll have a bigger salary. But actually, that's not the thing for you to become financially successful. You know what? Let me share to you a story. I have this friend who is a TV director. During his peak times in his life, he's earning so much. That's why what he did was he bought 4 cars. He has 2 condos in prime locations in Manila. Time came that he got sick. His body became incapable of working. What happened was he stopped working, income stops. That's why right now he's staying with his mother, so down low in his life. That's why I am really sharing to you this one, because I want you to put your money not into liabilities, but put your money into assets wherein it generates income. And did you know that most of the people in the third world country, where do they put their money? Most of them put their money to build their houses. Well, most of the people will think of a house as an asset because that's their dream. I'm here to tell you what I've learned from Robert Kiyosaki, that if your house is your biggest investment, your life is in trouble. Why? Let me ask you, are you earning by living in that house? Of course not. When they put all their money in their house, they will not earn from there. They'll just stay there. And you know, it does not generate any income at all. So these people who just focus on having a big income and not building assets, they are the ones who are one step closer of being broke. The rat race cycle. What's happening with this is people work, and then after they work, of course, they'll have income. They will have bills to pay. Their bills is just equivalent to their income. And after that bills, what they're gonna do is to splurge it on the lifestyle. They'll go shopping, they'll go on a vacation, and after that, when the emergency comes, they'll have their loans. And loans could be both a privilege or a trap. It could be a privilege if you know where to put it and if you have put it into assets. But it will be a trap if you will put it into liabilities. And most of the people, they are having loans just for them to put it in a liability. After they have that loan, they have to work again to pay for the loan. After work, they have expenses, they have bills, they have lifestyle, and then loan again, because it goes on and on. And so we go to the financial statement of the rich. Why rich gets richer? These people focus on building assets, not on having a big income. They don't care about what they're earning right now. What they care is about the assets that they're having. If you are a single income earner right now, why not, if you have spare money, you invest it into assets, and assets are the money-making machines. Time will come, what will happen you will have another source of income. So it means that your income will be two streams of income already. And if you have two streams of income, again, invest in an asset. Okay, so you buy an asset again, and if your asset will grow, what will happen? That will make your income stream already 3 until you invest in an asset again, and then it will be 4, 5, 6, 7 until your income will definitely increase and your income will be bigger than your expenses. And that's the time that you will experience financial freedom. So it means that you really have to invest in money generating leverage asset. That you will not work anymore, but money still comes in. Now let me ask you, how much do you have? A lot of us wants to have leverage, and I want to share to you this secret. And if you're that person who wants to build a money generating leverage asset, go back to the person who presented to you this business.